Just going to put the back stabilizer on. The 2 bolts will come up from underneath. So just undo the washer and the nut first, so they stick right through. Then you'll come around, just lift it up slightly, hold it into position, and get the nut and screw into position. And just finger tight's fine for now. Next one, we'll do the front stabilizer. So this will actually come from underneath. So you might need 2 people, or you can just do it yourself. What you've got to do is push it back. These go underneath. And you've just got to search for the hole, as you can see there. Use the Allen key supply to tighten it up, otherwise use a drill if you can. It's just a 6mm piece. Awesome, next part is the seat. Don't worry about putting the top bit on first. So this doesn't have the lock in there just yet, so slide it all the way in. And your adjustment numbers will be on the right-hand side. Next we'll just do the pin. So this one pops out, so you just got to get it all the way in first. I'll just get nice and secure. Next we'll just do the seat. So just pick up your seat with the 2 spanners, flip it upside down. You'll just have to loosen it up a little bit. So just get the 2 14 ends. Probably requires about 7 turns. Yep, they're nice and free. Then come back over to the seat part. If it doesn't go on straight away, just keep loosening it up until it just falls into position. And from here, all you have to do is just line it straight and keep it flat. And in the future, you can adjust it as need be. So next, we just got to do the middle console. You'll have 2 pre-attached bolts you need to take off and the cord. So just take these out. They will just be finger tight, but they also come with a little washer here. Just make sure you keep that one on. The cord, just leave that floating there. Just make sure it doesn't go back into its hole though. Otherwise you'll be fishing that one out and it won't be fun. So then you're just left with these 2 bolts. Pick up the middle console, which will be this one here, and you'll be wanting to use this end. Again, you have another cord coming out underneath. Just untangle this. That is just rubbish, so you can throw it away. And then attach the 2 cords. And again, take off the tie here and just throw it away. And you just want to make sure the cord is fed down the hole correctly. You don't want to be squishing it, otherwise it can cut the connection. So push that one down and it just sits flush. While you're holding it, just put the left and right bolt in. Doesn't have to be all the way in. And just let it rest there. And then grab the Allen key again. And again, just tighten it up. And then just making sure this console sits nice and square and beautiful. Next, there is just a plastic casing that will go over the top. Again, there's 2 pre-attached bolts you just have to take off. So use the small 4mm Allen key just to twist them out. Once those bolts are out, this piece must be over the bar there. So you have the dead end and then the little gap. So just twist it over. Make sure the holes are realigned. And again, with your Allen key, just make sure you tighten it all the way up so there's no movement in that top plastic piece. So the next part is the console. So just quickly flip it over. You'll see 4 silver screws you have to take out first. You will have to use your own Phillips head screwdriver, so either use a drill or just do it by hand. Next, you just put the batteries in the back here. So the two AA batteries are supplied, but we'll put that in later. Next, we just attach these two cables. Nice and simple. Again, just make sure you refeed the cable in the back here so it doesn't get caught. When you're lining it up, you should just see the 4 holes at the back here. Just lightly screw it to get it holding there. And then with your Phillips head, so we're going to do the legs next. If you look closely, you will see them marked as left and right. Just keep that in mind, because if you do put them on the wrong side, you're not going to be able to do the correct rep. So this one we're going to do the left-hand side. This will of course go on the inside. And there's also a bit of wire you will have to take off. It's just to keep this little washer attached, but keep that on first. Come over here. You'll see that there's a big hole on the side. So just make sure you keep this piece nice and straight. And then just tighten it all the way up by hand until that whole thread has disappeared. Awesome. And then once that's in, you can just put this on the floor, just so it doesn't fall down. This bolt will have one washer, one spring washer and the nut. Just take it off while leaving the washer off as well. From here, just get this arm upright. This little gap will go through here. The bolt will then come from the outside. You just got to wiggle it around a little bit, push it right through. And then what you'll do is get the washer, spring washer, and then the nut, and just do it up by hand. From here, you'll get the two tools again, this time using the 17 ends, and just tighten all the way up. You can also use a drill if you have the right parts. Now that this bottom part is attached, we now just want to tighten up this part with the tools supplied. It's just going to be the 24 end. And what you want to do is twist it towards yourself. So get that in there, and again, just tighten it all the way up until you can't move it anymore, and that'll be nice and secure. Next, we will be doing the pedals. Again, just identify which is the left and right hand one, just because they have special thread. Just with your hands, line it up with the thread and twist the thread towards the console. You can do it all the way up with your fingers if you wish, otherwise use the tools supplied, and just make sure all the thread goes in. So I'll just put the batteries in, just clips off like your average TV remote, and just make sure you get the flat part onto the spring. You should then hear it beep to fire up. If you don't hear a beep or the screen doesn't light up, just check your connections. So with this as well, just before you tighten the bolts up, you can just put this blue glue onto it. It's just thread tape, so squirt it into the threads before you tighten it up into position. This will just allow the bolt to lock into your machine better. So this is what that is supplied for.